Hello and welcome back to DBZtalk. If you haven't already, please go check out part 1 of this video where we discuss more on this topic. Alright, and Jarrett, would you like to start off back where we left off?
Yeah, I think we should talk about how, we both talked about it before, where we think that there's more than two timelines, between the future Trunks and him going back to the past. There's one timeline, as we all know, where Gohan ends up fighting Cell with future Trunks there and all that. They beat him, Trunks goes back, and then that's the other timeline where he kills the androids, he kills Cell, and then, everybody's happy. But there's another timeline when Cell kills Trunks. Cell leaves that time, and then there's not even the androids, there's no Cell, there's no Trunks. So it's just empty. And then there's the timeline where Trunks kills Cell and Cell never goes back to the past. So they never have to fight him. So Gohan never goes Super Saiyan 2, Goku never dies. And it doesn't make sense. They never talk about it.
Yeah, I feel like they just wanted to stress those two specific timelines, like just the main one and Trunks' one, because it'd be too confusing. But if you were really hardcore into Dragon Ball Z, you'd sit there and realize that there are 4 different ones, such as the ones you listed. And it just doesn't really make sense how they all are supposed to add up.
No, and I'm going to ask a question to you. What do you think the timeline where, Cell kills Trunks and Cell leaves to the past, and the androids are already dead, what do you think happens in that timeline?
I feel like the timeline's pretty empty. I mean, all that's really left is Bulma, and maybe Bulma can go to Namek by herself and revive everyone.
Do you not think Boo could rise up and just destroy everything?
That's always a possibility, but I think it'd be hard to get the energy if all the Z Warriors weren't there.
Well, Bobbity can leave. He can leave Earth.
Well, yeah, and he can leave Boo there, and he can absorb the energy and everything, and he would get a lot. He'd get a lot more energy, but it'd take a lot more time.
Yeah, it'd obviously take more time.
This also brings the question that if in that timeline, Pan's never born either at the end of Dragon Ball Z.
No.
Videl would have never really been introduced. Mr. Satan, he's still there.
Well, pretty much everybody would have been gone, and like you said, either Bulma builds a spaceship there, or they just try to rebuild because everybody's gone and no one can kill them anymore. Or Boo comes alive, somehow gets the energy and just destroys everything. Now, what about the timeline where Cell never goes back to the past because Trunks kills him, and there's no Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, Goku dying, and all that? They don't have to train for that. They just have to fight the androids.
I think that timeline is probably one that resembles a lot of peace in it. Considerable. Considering that all the androids are dead, the Z Warriors are gone, so at least for Trunks' lifespan, I'd want to say that Bobbity wouldn't be a threat. And then there's always those the space pirates like
Bojack,
yeah, like Bojack, who would come by, and
Metacooler would come with the Getty Star. Broly would probably come with Paragus.
Yeah, all of those situations. And see, if Broly came with Paragus, found out Goku was dead, and so was Vegeta and everything. See, I believe that he would have gone after Trunks too. I just destroyed him.
So what do you think in that timeline where they're all dead? What do you think Beerus' reaction would be? If we're gonna, I just want to bring in the new movie a little bit because Whis tells him Goku kills Frieza. So then, what do you think he's gonna do? Because he has nothing to do anymore. Because Frieza's dead. His old, his plan to rule everything is kind of dead.
Well, I think the prediction that that little fish in a bowl thing made would have been really weird, and it wouldn't have come to pass.
It wouldn't have made sense.
Because he said a Super Saiyan God, and arguably there were no Saiyans besides Tarble, who
could pose a threat. Because Tarble.
Yeah.
We know Tarble.
He's completely, really
You think Beerus would go after Broly in that timeline? Because they'd be the only two strongest there.
Probably. Beerus versus a full-powered Broly.
Beerus would kick the crap out of him, but I just wondered because I wanted to know if what you think would happen if Beerus came in that timeline, just to bring in the movie a little bit.
I think instead of if Beerus had originally woken up and with his sleep from 39 years, I believe that he would have found out Goku was dead, so that whole arc wouldn't have happened. He might have found out about Trunks and gone after Trunks and just destroyed him and then blown up Earth really easily. Or he could have gone after Broly because Broly could still be around. And it's just really hard to debate because because on a power level chart, which is a video that will be coming to you all soon, Beerus is way, way above everyone else.
Now, what do you think? How strong do you think Goku would have been in the timeline, where Cell doesn't come back? Because if Boo came and he was revived, even with the little energy, Goku would still be Super Saiyan 1 trying to get 2. And Gohan never would have even went Super Saiyan.
That's true.
I know.
I'm glad you know.
It's just tough to think about.
Yeah, I can't really fully answer that question. That'll be in our that'll be in the comments after a while because I'll think of an answer. But what do you think would have happened if future Trunks had gone back and taken time for peace and everything after defeating Cell and the androids in the third timeline, and then let's say Broly came.
Well, he'd die.
Trunks would.
Yeah, he'd die.
Well,
Everybody would die.
well, that's true.
Because Broly would beat the crap out of Trunks, no matter what. If Trunks Super Saiyan 2, Broly would beat him.
That's true.
I mean, I would guarantee that would happen.
Yes.
Because Gohan, I know they don't. Gohan fights him as Super Saiyan 2 when he comes to Earth anyway. And Broly beats the crap out of him.
Yeah. What do you think if Teen Gohan was there at Super Saiyan 2 with Broly?
Well, how would that happen?
I want.
Are you just talking about like Broly versus Super Saiyan 2 Gohan?
Yes.
Broly would win. Broly would win regardless. Now if I know he's your favorite. Now if Gohan trained with Super Saiyan 2 for that long, in the 7 years, which we talked about in another video, then I don't know. He might have been able to go Super Saiyan 3, but I don't know.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. Alright, do you have anything else on this topic before we wrap up?
I just wish that they give an explanation. I know it's not that big of a deal to them, but it's just curious to think about what would have happened in the timelines where, Cell never goes back. So all they have to do is kill the androids, and once they kill the androids, Trunks will leave and go back to his time. And then if Cell killed Trunks in the other timeline and Cell goes back to the past, that future would have no heroes, no villains. So it would just be left blank, unless Bulma goes to Namek.
Yeah, I think that would be the only thing that revived that timeline to normal DBZ.
I just wish they'd do something, at least talk about it a little bit or mention it, just because there's more than one timeline if you want to be really, really thorough on it.
Yeah, and I'm sure there's more than 4. I'm sure there's just some that we haven't thought of or some that's just undescribable, and yeah, just stuff like that. It's just hard to explain.
Yeah. I think it'd be hard to explain more than 4. I mean, you could explain, Trunks doesn't kill the androids in the future, and then Cell absorbs them in the future, and then he kills Trunks in that future. But that'd be more difficult to describe.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's multiple ways anything can happen. Like, what if Boo was killed by Ultimate Gohan? What if
How it should have ended.
what if Fat Boo was killed by Super Saiyan 3 Goku? What if this? There'd just be multiple timelines because of different repercussions.
Yeah. Alrighty, guys. Well, I guess this concludes our video on predictions about future Trunks and his story. So, real quick, I want to take the time to tell you that some videos that will be coming to you soon, such as the power level video, I introduced that, and just different scenarios on what we think could happen. Also, I want you guys to have a good day. I want you to click that like button, click the subscribe button, tell us what you want, tell us what you don't want, give us things to work off of, and
follow us on Facebook, and follow us on Google Plus, and leave any questions you want in the comments. See if we can try to answer them best of our abilities in the next video.
alrighty,
See you.
you guys have a good day.